Hey guys, Mr. K here. Got a new video and it's gonna be chopper seat. I got this old chopper seat and old swamp meat, and the new chopper that I'm doing is gonna need a seat. So we're gonna make one because the seat I need is gonna be kind of unique. So we're going to go ahead and make one, and I'll step you through how we can go ahead and make this seat. This seat's okay. It's kind of rough, but it's kind of ugly. But we'll show you how it turns out step by step. So first thing I'm going to do is look at the bottom of this thing. And it's got some studs there. You can see that it was on a rigid frame at one point in time, and that's a Harley without any shocks, and it's got a nice seat pan, so we're going to go ahead and use that. First thing though is, and I started it, is I'm going to start drilling out all these rivets. Okay, we're going to drill out the rivets and pull back this leather and see what's underneath. Get the insulation and everything out of there. This one also has a crack right there, so we're probably going to weld that up before we go ahead any further, once we get it down to the bare pan. So what I'm doing is I took my drill and I'm drilling out these rivets, and then we're going to get it down to nothing but a pan. So I'm going to go ahead and do that because I only have one hand here with this. And get yourself a nice drill bit and start drilling away. And I'll come back to see you whenever I have this off. Okay. Okay, we're back. And as you can see, I got all the rivets drilled out and all the covers coming off. So you can see how they folded the cover like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all that off of there, save as much of it as we possibly can. Let's see how much is in there. So it looked to me like someone had already done this job, because there was three different types of rivets that were in there. So we're going to go ahead and pull this cover up off of there. We're going to take a look and see what we have to deal with. All right, let's see if I can't put this up here. See if we can't get it so I can use two hands. Pull that off. And you watch, because there's a lot of sharp rivets there. Take all this crap off here. And you're seeing this seat for the first time, and I'm seeing it. And we're gonna take this off. And see what we're up with. Alright. So there's the cover and its insulation. There's the cover and its insulation. And there's the seat and its base. It's pretty rough looking, but it is salvageable. And you figure when they covered that, that's what they covered it like. Alright. What we really need though is this base. Alright, like I said, it seems like someone has already done this. Yeah, we got to fix that. And we're going to have to finish cleaning out the rivets and some of the holes and clean them up. I'll either tap those holes and put some nice stainless button heads on it to hold the leather on, or we'll go back to rivets, but probably use the stainless. Okay, I'm going to strip all that off and I'll show you when we have a finished seat pan. Okay, got all the foam junk off of there. It's pretty much just a piece of steel with some studs, cracked, a little bent, and it's cracked there too. That's all right, we're gonna fix it. Go ahead and get the all the rivets out, get this steel down to nothing. Check this out. When you flip it over, it's got these reinforcement bars on it, okay? That's why the padding was so thick right here. Okay, so this thing's pretty nasty. Lots of age and rust and moisture and all that other crap that's been on there. Again, we're gonna go ahead and cut the rest of these rivets all off and make it nice. We're not sure yet whether I'll leave these things on there. You can see, I don't know what kind of seat this was. I don't know the brand or anything. It has a sticker on it, but I can't seem to see it. But because listen, go out to the swap meet and get yourself a $10 chopper seat and strip it down and make it into something that you can make into something. That's what I'm gonna do. You can go out and buy a seat, but that's no fun. So my dad always used to say back in the day, those guys couldn't just go out and buy things. They had to make all the stuff with their own hands and what they had. So I happen to have this $10 swap meet seat, and we're gonna make a nice chopper seat out of it. Okay, so now I'm gonna get to grinding and drilling, and we may cut those support bars off. You can see here too, looks like someone's been in there before. It's all messed up. Oh. All right, I'm gonna get this stripped down and I'll be back. Okay, here we are back on our seat project. Fast forward a little bit of time. We got the seat all cleaned up, the holes all drilled, cleaned it up. But so here's the motorcycle that this seat's going to go on, and that's the area. So what I did was I took a piece of cardboard right here. You can see this is a piece of cardboard, and I kind of mapped out where I needed this to go. Okay, you can see that this fits in here like that. That's gonna sit. How wide do I need it? And then how will I need it up to here? And as you can see, that's kind of how I need it to go. So then I took my cardboard template and I put it over the seat. and traced it out. So you can see the area of the seat pan that I'm going to reuse. As you can see, it's already got the nice contour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut that out on the lines, and I'll be back. Okay, well, we're back. I got the seat pan cut in the shape. I actually took a bracket and made a seat tab, and then I glued some foam on it. You can get that foam from like Harbor Freight. It's for standing, and then you just trace it out and cut it. I also took and bent the pan so it fits the contour of the bike. So again, this is the bike that it's going on. So I went ahead and I made a seat bracket, seat post. And what we do is we set that on there. And as you can see, that fits the contour pretty good. Now I got a bracket. I have a bracket coming that'll fit right in there. So I have a really low profile seat. I don't know how comfortable it'll be. Now, for our next spot, what we're going to do is we're going to take the old seat cover, go over top of it, and then rivet it into the bottom like it was originally. And then I'll have a pretty cool custom seat. Again, it's tough to do this with one hand, so you get to see what's going on step by step. Basically, I just cut that steel. As I remember, I traced it out, and then I cut it with a, just a cutting wheel, and grinded it all up, and then bent it to fit the fender. I probably will also, when I'm finished with it, I'll have a little thin bit of padding to protect the paint of the fender. Same with over here, I'll have the same. Okay. All right, still working on this seat. Alrighty, so I got the seat bracket. As you can see, there's that. And I just went ahead and riveted that into there, some big rivets. And I continued drilling the holes for the seat cover all the way around. And then I also put some foam on there. Okay, so I have the hard base with the real hard walking mat, and then I have some nice cushy foam. Okay, and I cut that to match. So that'll be it. Now also too, I'm going to cover this. I was going to use the old seat cover, but now what I'm going to do is I found this piece of leather, or fake leather, or whatever it looks like. It's kind of neat. Looks like alligator skin or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cover the seat with that. The old seat cover was pretty rough. So I got to roll this stuff. It's not bad. It looks pretty thick. I got to roll this, a whole giant roll from Walmart for like $5. So I'm going to try that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it tight and fold it around and rivet it, which is hard to do with one hand. I need to get my assistant. And then I'll rivet it all the way up the side and then stretch it tight and fold it around nice and then rivet it on the bottom. Then we'll take the other piece and go over this side of the seat. So I'm going to do that here in a little bit. I'll be back. Okay, back. I took my leather, or fake leather, and we covered the seat, and I did the one back piece. So what we did was we cut it, and then we riveted it. We used some tiny washers and that, Now what I'm going to do is I'll take some toolbox foam, and I'll probably glue it to there, so that'll protect the back fender when it goes on. The hardest part is getting around the ends, around the seat. You just got to be patient, and I use a little help from some super glue, but that's pretty neat for a homemade seat. All right, we're going to try covering the rest, and I'll be back to show you how it is. Okay. Okay, so I completely wrapped the seat in the fake skin. I went all the way down. Had a little bit of trouble right here. It's going to flatten out. I may have to go in and stuff some more padding up in there. I may have to undo the rivets, but doesn't look too bad for a homemade seat. Remember, it's a $10 seat. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take some foam, and I'm going to glue it to the back side here, so that way whatever rests on the back fender is not going to scratch up my fender. So I got to trim all these down, and then I'll put some like toolbox foam here. And then hopefully I'll be able to show you what it looks like on a bike. Okay. Well, I got it on. I don't like this wrinkle. So other than that, it's not too bad. It's kind of cool. Fits the fender nice. Goes up. And I got to get that wrinkle out. But hey, for 10 bucks at a swap meet, I think I have $5 into the cover. Some rivets, and some felt padding I got from an old toolbox. But it's nice and fits the frame. Not too bad for a 10-buck swap meet seat, and it's something custom. So there you go. That's how you make your own seat. Hopefully. Yeah, got some work to do. Okay, cool. This is what it's going on. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Took me about, I don't know, months to get it done, so you could see through the different sections. And this is the bike. Pretty cool. All right. Well, you all have a good evening, and we'll see you on the next video. God bless.